It's Wednesday night. It's the Roundtable Talks, and I do not own the rights to the music.
Here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out Kneecap Body by Jeremy Smokin.
All right, we got a few people in the house. We have Dan Leonard of Mad Lab Custom
Easy for you to say.
Custom Creations, right? Then we got Dom Dorubis, and Shannon G seems to be having a little bit of a connection issue. We got Jacob Dunn, a 49ers fan.
With his mic muted.
And we have Jordan of the Patriots.
Jordan, Dan Leonard thinks you're a fake Patriots fan.
Absolutely.
He doesn't think you're a real Patriots fan. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This dude's the worst Patriot homer ever.
Why does he think I'm a fake Patriots fan?
I don't know. He just made a wild accusation. He came with no evidence.
He was really a fan once upon a time, and then he just couldn't handle it anymore, so he took the Patriots because they were winners.
Wait, what? What did he say?
All right.
Okay.
So our first topic tonight is Robert Quinn was traded to the Eagles. What do you guys think of that move?
The rich got richer. Leonard's definitely not happy.
No, not at all.
What do you think? Yeah, the rich got richer. That defense got even more depth on the D line, like it needed it.
The GM of the Bears is now on Geno Smith fucking level.
Oof.
You just had to mention Geno Smith. Let it go. Let it go, Dan Leonard.
I will. This week after Thibs breaks his ankle.
Will you let it go after the Seahawks beat the Giants in the first round of the playoffs?
No.
Because I just said it, so now that means it's happening.
One of my defenders puts him out for the rest of the season, I'll let him go.
Actually, Geno Smith plays the Giants this week.
Yep.
Wishing injury upon a man, that's low.
I didn't wish injury upon him. I said I'll let it go if you lose.
You will right now if I ask you to.
What?
I said you will right now if I ask you to. I don't even got to ask.
I don't wish anybody to get freaking hurt, but I said I will let my hatred for him go if his season gets ended by the Giants. Because then I'll feel, it was kind of...
Well, that's not what I said. No, the other way around. That's not what I said. I said when him and the Seahawks beat you in the first round. Then will you let it go?
No, fuck that.
All right, Jacob, what do you think of the move, Robert Quinn to the Eagles?
I think it's a good move by the Eagles. Their defense is stacked.
I agree. Jordan?
Eagles are trash.
Eagles are trash.
I still think they're the most overrated team in football.
The Eagles could beat anyone on earth other than the Bills and maybe the Chiefs. No one else is even sniffing them in the entire NFC. You want to know why? Because there's 0 other good teams. 2 of them happen to have 5 wins, but they're not good. Wait, no.
One has 6 wins.
We have 6
Wait,
wins.
that's them. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, all right. I'm sorry, Dan Leonard. I forgot about your Giants. I mean, you might get lucky and beat them in the playoffs, but I don't think you could beat the Bills or the Chiefs. Just saying. I don't think the Eagles can either.
Here's my point, though. Do you trust Jalen Hurts in the playoffs? No.
All right, and right now we got Richard Tunney joining us. Hello, Richard.
Hello, fellows.
Richard is a Vikings fan, so welcome in.
Thank you.
What do you think of that move, Robert Quinn going to the Eagles?
Oh, it's going to benefit the Eagles big time, I think. I
do
the
too.
Bears should have got. I think the Bears should have got more for giving up a 4th round pick. They only gave up
got a 4th round.
Oh, they got. They got a 4th. I mean, they got a 4th. I mean, I'm sorry.
That's what you get. Randy Moss got traded for less than that once upon a time.
To the Raiders, like a 7 or something like that, right?
Yeah, he got a. We got a 5th round pick from the Raiders, I believe, and a player.
Yeah, Robert Quinn's like what, 33?
32.
33.
30. Okay.
Yeah, he's 32.
Okay.
I think that's about what they get. I don't think that they got more because of his age.
Well, I agree with Dom. The rich got richer. That defensive line got more stout by adding Robert Quinn because Robert Quinn was playing like he didn't want to be in Chicago anyways, and he told them that in the offseason, asked for a trade, and they didn't do it. So he played his way to this.
Would you?
You guys see Roquan?
I'm doubling down on feeling sorry for Justin Fields.
He was crying. Yeah.
He's not playing that bad either. He played pretty bad, but he definitely jail sexed the Patriots, Jordan.
Maybe they should let him run more.
Can you run more than he runs?
30. Justin Fields and the goddamn Chicago Bears put 33 more points on the Patriots than we did.
Yeah,
33, and we had donut bagel. Bagels and donuts are delicious. When your team doesn't score any points, not so delicious.
No, not so much.
Did you see how many quarterback design runs Chicago had going into that game and how many they had?
We can't do that. Hey, look, Jalen Hurts, just like we were talking about.
You think
DeAndre Swift instead.
Do you think Belichick game planned? It was Belichick's game plan against the Lions that beat you.
It was Matt Patricia.
Well, yeah, shut up.
No. I'll tell you why right now. Matt
Patricia
threatened to come back.
Having a seizure on the sideline from 15 minutes of the first quarter to 0 of the fourth quarter and just been convulsing and been like, run! The only thing you heard him say was, run! All you got to do is run the ball on us. That's all you have to do.
All right, let's get on to the next subject here.
Oh, man.
It was Jelani Tavai's game.
I literally forgot about him for most of the game, and I'm like, well, I didn't see him make too many plays.
I think the Lions are going in the right direction. I think they just need a couple more studs on defense, and they should be good.
I agree with that.
What do you think, Jeremy?
Yeah, I do agree with that.
With what's going to end up being a new head coach and a rookie quarterback.
Did you not
for one more year?
Wait, did you not see what Sheila Hamp says? Basically, they'll be back next season. Period.
Yeah, for 4 games.
No, it'll be longer. You watch.
Now, do you think the Lions draft a quarterback with the first pick?
No. In a quarterback-heavy draft, we trade that number 1 or whatever pick so someone else can draft one of these clowns. Hopefully. We might. I don't know.
You can have Mac Jones for a 3rd rounder.
No, thank you.
Mac Jones is starting this week.
All I need is Jared Goff to have bigger hands, and we'd be fine.
All right. That being said,
we're going to go after Lamar Jackson.
No, we don't have the cap for that move.
You know what? In addition to not being able to defend, Bill Belichick can't coach mobile quarterbacks. When has he ever had one? The failed Cam Newton experience. How'd that go?
Time out. That wasn't Cam Newton. That was a shell of Cam Newton pretending to be Cam.
That wasn't Cam Newton. That was Scam Newton.
Scamming
the last 6 years.
I'm about to say that was also
Newton is the Russell Westbrook of the NFL, and vice versa.
No, Russell Westbrook or Russell Wilson's the Russell.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Russell Wilson is closer to the Russell Westbrook of the NFL.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, Dangerous is smarter. Like Cam Newton and Russell Westbrook, like their whole career has just been freak athletes. Never worked to be any better than they were.
Mm-hmm.
Cam couldn't improve his completion percentage. Westbrook couldn't improve his jump shot. Yet they still kept doing it.
And in other news,
fruity dressers, not leaders.
In other news, TJ Watt is returning for the Steelers, possibly playing this week. What do you guys think about that news, Dan Leonard?
Anytime you get a guy like that back, it's big.
It's going to help them. I don't know how much, but
they're going to win another game that they don't want to.
I mean,
yeah, because it's evident that Kenny Pickett was not. I said Kenny Pickett was going to struggle against starters in the NFL, and everybody said, "Oh man, look how good he's doing." I said he's been playing second and third stringers. Just watch.
At least they threw him in there. It sucks because their O-line is not as bad as I thought, but it's not good either. But at least they just threw him in there.
But the running
and other Jordan that didn't want, well, not didn't want it. He's like, oh, not tonight. Like, he's pissed off that they won that game last week. He's like, what the? He's like, I want to go 4-13 and get a top 5 pick.
Well, the Dolphins.
Here's the question: Can TJ Watt still lead
easily?
Okay, wait. He's got a question here. Let's hear it.
I'll say that the Dolphins could have easily lost that game.
Yeah.
Against the Steelers.
But
how many good primetime games have we seen all year? 1?
2, maybe.
2.
1 or 2.
Sunday, every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and it's how many weeks in? 6?
7.
7 weeks, yeah, 7 weeks.
This is week 7, so 18 games, 2 good ones.
Yep. Okay, Jordan, what was your question?
I was going to say, can TJ Watt still lead the league in sacks? He already has 3 in one game.
He has 3 in one game.
And who's the leader? Do you guys know who the leader is?
Is it Aiden Hutchinson with 4.5?
No, he's got 5.
No, it's 4.5.
He's got 5?
That's how
4.5.
it goes to Nick Bosa.
Okay.
The league leader is Matthew Judon, 8.5 sacks.
Who?
So can he pat?
Who?
Matthew Judon.
Judon, yeah.
Okay.
He got 7 of them against us.
It was 2.
Jeez.
It seemed like 7.
And then he had another 2.5 Monday night. He has 8.5 to lead the league.
That was a great pickup. I don't know why Baltimore let him go.
Yep.
I mean, I wanted Judon, but I knew we couldn't afford him. And he probably wouldn't have come here except for way more money.
And much too deep.
In one game.
Okay. Jacob, what do you think about TJ Watt returning to the Steelers?
I think it's good. I think it will benefit the Steelers. I could see him win a couple games.
All right. And I think it's good as well. Anytime you got the former one of the defensive player of the years coming back, it's got to help your defense.
They'll win one more game that their fans don't want them to.
They're going to win
with
2 more games than their fans don't want them to. I said they're going to win between 6 and 8.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah.
I
Just
predicted
because
5
Tomlin's that good of a coach and that defense is that good.
You guys want to know a fun fact?
What?
The Pittsburgh Steelers haven't won in Philadelphia since 1965.
Yeah, that's true. I don't have them winning this week either, but that's another story. My third story tonight was Sheila Hamp came out to the press and said that she is backing the head coach and GM and that he will be back another year. Thoughts, Dan Leonard?
Huh? Say it again.
Sheila Hamp came out to the press and said...
Thank you for not saying Ford.
I know, I had to...
Because she doesn't either.
You're right.
That's how much she doesn't want to be identified with that last name.
Let me get him in here.
About what?
7's too many.
There he is, Shannon.
Hey,
Good.
bro. What's going on?
Got your internet thing fixed up now, huh?
Yeah, I've been having some issues, so I apologize.
That's okay. What do you think of the trade of Robert Quinn to the Eagles?
Well, I mean, I thought he was going to get traded. I'm just surprised it was. No, I'm not really surprised. I mean, the Eagles are a contender, so, you know.
Right.
I think they really called for Roquan Smith, but got bamboozled into taking Quinn.
Roquan Smith is getting traded right to us for Jameson Williams.
That ain't happening either.
Nope, not me.
Please, can we just play the 4-3 or the 3-4 or anything with at least 3 linebackers?
I know we needed to stay with the 3-4 under we were playing last year. Like I said, it took them 13 weeks to learn that defense and finally start winning games. And then you switch the defense when you keep 70% of the roster. It made no sense.
But how many of those fake linebackers are hurt? Like Romeo will probably never play again. Julian just got playing the last couple weeks. Different story, different day. Keep going. Dan Leonard.
What's up?
Sheila said she's backing Dan Campbell and he'll be back next year. Thoughts? Exactly.
I give a real thought on it, man, because I don't see progression from him yet. And if this team doesn't
I'll
win,
tell you where I saw progression, and you can say what you want. Not being aggressive at the end of the half and trying to force something to happen and losing a lead at halftime.
I can tell you what her justification is. Last year it took him, 9 weeks to win a game? This year it took him 3. She's assuming or hoping he'll get to 5 or 6.
Second week of the season when we got our win.
Second week. What did it say, 3? Okay,
Yeah, you said
second
3.
week. You know what I mean. Well, I told you we were beating Philly or Washington. I was wrong, but I was right on record. We should have beat Philly. If you call 2 of those 6 intentional groundings on Jalen Hurts, we win that game. Or Campbell still finds a way to fuck it up. However,
I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Yep.
So he'll be back next year. Hopefully that means we want him back because he won 6 or 7 games.
I think it's because she knows we're hurt and the depth of talent was bad.
Yeah, I can't. It's too early in the season. Like I said, her thought is, okay, he won 1 in 2 weeks. Took him 8 weeks last year.
It took 10 weeks.
-5. Like, I'm shocked we didn't lose by more, losing the turnover differential by 4. Like, the defense finally just got a little bit healthy.
Right. And that's the biggest thing. The biggest boon to that defense was Comiskey coming back and then Pascal coming off the pup whip.
Like we've said for 2-3 weeks. We
Right.
knew the defense wasn't this bad, and we secretly knew the offense wasn't this good because
Yeah,
where were the Jared Goff fumbles? There they were. He's gonna fumble. There's no way to stop it. He's got baby hands. He's going to fumble. Right when we got him, I said, we better force some fucking turnovers to make up for the baby hands.
It is what it is. That being said, Richard, what do you think of her coming out and saying that?
He's muted.
Oh, you're muted, buddy. You got your mic on mute.
Mashing buttons. Like that's Russell Westbrook in real life. That's a 4-year-old
hear you
playing
at all,
NBA
Richard.
life. Yeah, he's off.
Yeah, he's off mute, but it's not coming through.
He's laughing and fell down from my Russell Westbrook comment.
You got that Kirk Cousins Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I
You like
can't.
that? You like that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't hear him at all. Jacob, what do you think of Sheila coming out and saying that?
Who's that?
The owner of the Lions, Sheila Hamp, came out and said she's backing Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, the head coach and GM, and that they will be back another year. He's back again. Let me get down there where I can add him.
Can you everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, good. No, like I said earlier, I said earlier the Lions are headed in the right direction. They just need a couple good more drafts, and they'll be on their way.
All right.
And I think they're going to go more defensive heavily in the next draft.
Oh, that's what we're all hoping for, really.
We better.
Oh, but
I just thought about it, and okay.
Draft one of those quarterbacks, slide them.
Good move.
All right, Jacob. What do you think of that?
Say if C.J. Stroud.
No! Say nothing more of C.J. Stroud. Mute this man and boot him permanently.
I think he's one of the better of the top 5 quarterbacks.
Oh, there's something in the water in Columbus.
He was developed in high school, not at Ohio State. That's what I like.
The best come from Ohio State.
There's something in the water in Columbus.
Jordan, what do you think of the Lions owner saying that?
Who cares?
So, do I have to go back to rooting for Justin Fields? Because now I'm once again terrified of us drafting an Ohio State quarterback. I'll go back if I have to.
No.
So you rather have a
so the Bears are going to sweep us, just like I said. So I am rooting for Justin Fields.
No.
You rather have 4'3" Bryce Young?
No, and give me the guy with mayo and the coffee. He might be the next Tim Couch.
Will Levis?
Yeah.
Well, Levis, okay.
Honestly, like, I just don't want a rookie quarterback in the first round because it means we're starting over.
Right.
You're leaving out.
Again, our O-line is amazing. Look at Jared Goff until he started fumbling.
Wait,
he looked amazing.
Hey, Shannon's trying to say something. You're talking over people.
Sorry. Go ahead, Shannon.
You're leaving out probably the best quarterback right now that did like a Burrow-esque thing is Hendon Hooker.
Yes, he's the other guy.
Okay.
I just saw his name the other day. I was like, who's that? Then I watched some highlights, and I'm like, ooh, who's that?
The other guy I like is from... Oh, go ahead, Richard.
Oh, no, I said I guess he's in the Heisman Trophy discussion now.
Yeah, he's won... I think they got either Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud at 2, and Blake Corum is 3rd.
Okay, yeah, Blake Corum, yeah, he's having a good
Who
year.
the hell is that?
Exactly.
Michigan.
Exactly.
No, exactly. Who the hell is that? Because Big Ten, if you're
the
offended
next
by
time
what,
a Michigan running back is anything in the NFL, will be the first time.
If you're offended by what I'm fixing to say, and you probably will be.
Let's hear it.
Who has Ohio State played? Tennessee has played 4 top 25 teams. Fixing to play 2 more.
I just said he's number 1. Hooker's number 1 in the Heisman running right now.
Michigan,
if they beat,
has a real shot to win the national title.
I'm not worried about a national title. Because Tennessee quarterbacks have never won a Heisman, even going back, or even running backs. Johnny Majors, the guy that ended up being the coach back in the late 80s.
Running backs are pretty good, just not Heisman winners.
Right. Yeah, I mean, because he got beat. Johnny Majors got beat by Paul Hornung.
Can we stop talking over each other? Because that's annoying. I know, but I'm just saying, when somebody's trying to complete a thought, I would like it to happen.
Okay, I'm fine. Sorry.
So
it was me, not you, Shannon. Go ahead. It's you.
But what I was saying was, I can remember, because being a UT fan, born in Tennessee and everything else, Johnny Majors got beat out by Paul Hornung, which I don't know. I wasn't alive then, so I can't say nothing. But then Peyton Manning got beat out by Charles Woodson, which he was defense and special teams, so he had 2 things he could do. Peyton was only a quarterback. And then now, and then, of course, Heath Schuler, but, he wasn't going to win the Heisman. Now, Hendon Hooker come from Virginia Tech, which he was too inexperienced, too young to do what he's done, or Virginia Tech would have not let him go. But anyway,
Who was the quarterback when Tennessee won the net? T. Martin, right?
T. Martin, yes, sir.
T.
Yep.
Martin, yep.
Shout
Same
out to you,
draft
T.
as Tom
Martin.
Brady.
I hope you're listening.
He was the
Yeah.
same draft as Tom Brady.
I mean, when Peyton had some teams, I mean, he could beat Bama, but he couldn't beat Florida, and T was able to.
It's not. Well,
Yeah.
it's not even that. Peyton Manning,
Yeah.
who's a top 3 to 5 NFL
Yeah,
quarterback.
you had
Not to
Ryan
mention
Leaf
college
ahead of
quarterback.
him, and he's
He
a
got beat out by a defensive player for the Heisman
yeah.
for the first and only time ever. That's how good Charles Woodson was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because he's special teams and played defense too. He could score on defensive side of the ball and return a punt or kick return for a touchdown, and that's why he won.
That's the one season I was a Michigan football fan.
And we got our first comment. Tristan Marshall comes in. Smokin' JB. I'm smoking OG. What it do? Oh, we're talking a little NFL football. And he says, "Go Detroit, mofo."
Are we talking NFL or are we talking Tennessee?
Go.
We were talking about that, but we were talking about NFL to begin with because somebody brought up the drafting a quarterback thing. That wasn't part of this thing.
No, it wasn't. But I mean, you know,
it's.
No, I know. I mean, the Lions. There's a possibility they could draft a quarterback. Depends.
Yeah, there's a possibility, but I don't want to talk. I want to get.
If I was the Lions, I would wait till next year and draft Caleb Williams.
No,
from USC.
I mean,
I think he's the best quarterback
if I was the
available.
Lions, I'd draft that. If they have the number 1 pick, I would like either take that guy from Alabama or the tackle from Clemson.
It's Baker Mayfield reclamation project time.
Yeah, I like Will Anderson and Jalen Carter as well.
I'd wait till 24 and take Caleb Williams.
The guy from. Check out the guy.
He's
the guy's number 11. Oh, am I breaking up again?
Yeah.
No, his name Breezy
I'm
or something.
considering.
Yeah, I've been doing a little research. I'm going to start a college draft outlook. I'm going to start a college playoff outlook and a college draft outlook show next Thursday.
Okay.
That being said, let's get back to it. It's time for the weekly pick'ems. Right now, I'm sitting at 59 and 39 for the season. And we're going to go through the weekly pick'ems with the first game being Baltimore at Tampa Bay. I'm going to start at the bottom with Richard Tunney. Who you got in this game, Tampa Bay or Baltimore? Your mic just cut out again, Richard.
He said Tampa Bay.
Yeah, your internet's real spotty tonight, Richard. Jacob, who you got?
Baltimore.
Jordan?
I got Baltimore. Booty beat down.
Yep. Shannon?
Anybody but Baltimore.
Anybody but Baltimore. Dom?
Ravens. Tom Brady is really starting to regret coming back. I love that he's moonwalking out of the NFL Joe Namath style. Disgrace your legacy.
Ravens.
I picked the Ravens as well. And in England or Germany, wherever they're playing, it's Denver versus Jacksonville. Jacksonville is considered the home team. Who do you got, Dan Leonard?
Why the hell are they doing that to the freaking European fans? That's just
it's the London Jaguars, sir. They have to play one of those four. They've got 4 games in England every year for the last 30 years. It's time.
I know. They're gonna win, but just God, why give them such a horrible freaking game to watch?
You know what it is, so they can get Denver out of the way at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what it is.
For all those primetime games, I get that.
Dom?
1st to 10. That's Jacksonville. Jacksonville 10-9.
Shannon?
I'm gonna go Jacksonville 5-3.
Jacksonville can actually score, right?
Jacob Dunn.
Is this Price's Right?
Um,
You
Yeah,
guys
sounds
4
like
to
Oh,
2.
wait, let's get through this, man. Jacob, who'd you got?
there isn't going to be a single touchdown scored in this game, but I got Jacksonville.
Oh my
that's
god.
why I said 5-3.
Yeah.
Patriots Media.
9 to 6.
God,
There's,
12 to 6.
can I get his answer?
there's a Wolverine playing.
I don't know.
Well, I think if their quarterback from last week plays, the Jaguars will win handily. But if Wolverine plays, it might be a good game, even though he's not playing well. I'll say 17-13. Jacksonville.
Against this is Denver and Jacksonville now.
I like that, Jeremy. Appreciate that.
Who do you got between Denver and Jacksonville? Jordan.
I said I got Jacksonville 17-13.
Okay. Okay. Richard? He's still not able to get his thing working right.
Are you tried Viagra?
That's what she said.
I'm sorry. That was an asshole comment, Richard. I'm sorry. That just slipped out. I didn't even fucking put 2 and 2. It came out.
All right. I've
what
got
he said.
Jacksonville winning as well.
Yeah, so we all got
3-2,
Jacksonville.
right, Jeremy?
Okay.
We all agree.
Carolina at Atlanta, and PJ Walker starting again. Jordan? Atlanta, okay. Jacob?
Atlanta.
Shannon?
Yeah, I'll go with Falcons.
Dom?
Fail Cants 14 to 10.
Leonard?
I'm a big fan of the Falcons here, but I think I'm going to go with the Panthers just because.
I chose the Panthers as well because their defense has been playing well of late.
They have.
They're trying to
Just ask the 49ers.
You know what? Last week made me feel so much better about what PJ Walker did to us.
Yep.
I was like, oh, it's not just us.
Dude, PJ Walker isn't a bad quarterback.
It's like finding out you have AIDS, and then like you found out someone else got AIDS as well.
And next up on the slate of games is Chicago going to Dallas. Who you got, Dan?
I hope it's Chicago, but I don't think it's going to be them.
Dom?
I honestly think, and it's not just because I hate Dallas, but Chicago's riding high somehow, some way. I don't even understand how or why, but they're winning that game, avenging our loss from last week. Just to make me lose that money because I bet that because Chicago will be over on wins and we'll be way under that 6.5.
Sounds like Richard's back. Okay, Richard. Who did you have for Baltimore versus Tampa Bay?
Oh, Baltimore.
Okay, and Denver and Jacksonville?
Jacksonville.
Okay, Carolina at Atlanta.
Atlanta. I like Atlanta.
Okay, and now we're at Chicago versus Dallas.
And unfortunately, I'm going to have to pick Dallas.
All right. Jacob, who you got?
Cowgirls.
The Cowgirls? Jordan?
Yeah.
The Bears all I gotta say is if the Bears show up like they did on Monday night, I'm taking them. But I can't trust them to do that 2 weeks.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jordan.
Yeah,
me the
the Bears got
Cowboys.
the worst offense.
I think the Bears are like the second. What's the word I'm looking for? They can't score. They're like the lowest scoring team.
Yeah, and it could change within the next few weeks if things don't change somewhere. But anyways, I'm taking Dallas as well.
Yeah.
All right. And then we got Las Vegas at New Orleans. Who you got, Richard?
Okay. I'm gonna take
Raiders.
Las Vegas.
You're going to take Las Wages.
I'm
Okay.
taking the Raiders. Yeah,
Jordan?
Yeah.
Andy Dalton starting. I'm taking the Raiders.
All right.
Andy
Jacob?
Dalton. Okay.
Oh wait,
Raiders.
Raiders. Okay. Shannon?
Yeah, Raiders.
Dan Leonard?
Raiders.
Raiders.
Yep.
I am taking the beige water pistol, Andy Dalton, to beat the Raiders because the Raiders have been
No.
bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Jordan loves it when I say that. He always
This could
shakes
be
his head every time.
This could be a really bad game. This could be a really, really bad game.
And then we got New England versus the Jets.
Okay.
Who you got, Jordan?
Patriots own the Jets. The Patriots.
All right. Richard?
Oh, I'm shocked that the Patriots are 2.5 point favorite. I'm going to go with the Jets.
Jacob?
I'm going to go with the Jets as well.
Shannon?
Since everybody's going Jets, I'll go Patriots.
Hey, Dom? Hey, Dom?
Yes.
Who do you got between Lost Wages and the New Orleans Saints with the beige water pistol starting again?
Not the Saints.
Okay. I'm taking the Saints because the Lost Wages hasn't been very good lately.
Side note: Devontae Adams is questionable and might not play.
Yep. Okay. Saints win.
And Josh Jacobs was just on the level.
Yeah.
All right. And then the other one was New England Patriots versus the New York Jets in New York.
Jets by 25.
I knew you were Jets.
Hopefully, by virtue of James Robinson having not in one season 4 touchdowns in one game.
All right. I chose the Jets as well, mostly due to that trade because I think it's going to make a difference for them. Next up, we got Pittsburgh at Philly.
Yeah.
Who you got, Leonard?
I'm pretty sure the entire panel has the Eagles.
Anybody picking Pittsburgh?
No.
Jordan.
I'm picking them right now. Give me Pittsburgh. This is a Mike Tomlin gold jacket game right here.
All right. I've got Philadelphia winning myself. Next up, we got the Tennessee Titans visiting the Houston Texans. Oof. I'm going to start us off and say Tennessee walks all over them. Leonard?
Texans.
What? It'd be
I
the
love
first.
Damian Pierce.
Dom?
The Titans and the Titans. I don't even know how. Haven't been paying attention because that whole division is
Abysmal.
a four whatever the fuck piece of garbage. And I'm like, oh, look at that. The Titans are 4-2, and now they're going to be 5-2.
Nope. They're going to
Shannon?
be 4-2.
Yeah, unfortunately, Titans.
Jacob?
Mm-hmm.
Titans.
Jordan?
Aye.
Ty?
Well, yeah. Stole my bit. Somehow the Texans will end up with one more win than us, or one more tie, or something.
All right. I just got asked a question, and I haven't looked at the betting lines yet. What is the the Miami Dolphins versus Detroit line looking like?
What is it?
Shit, hang on.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Dolphins 3.5.
Dolphins
Over-unders 51.5.
Wow.
Not that much.
Is that in Detroit?
Yep.
We're still like 5th in offense, aren't we?
10th.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
So we're still top third after
Yeah,
scoring
yeah.
700 points in
4 games.
in 4 games and then 6 in 2.
You're right.
Dolphins are old. I'm putting the house on the Dolphins. I'm taking that spread 3.5.
No, you're not. You okay?
No.
Go ahead.
Go
I'll
ahead.
bet you half of that you lose all that money. There's no team in the NFL in the last 5 years better against the spread than the Lions. That's why we watch fucking close games.
Okay.
That's
Rick,
good. I still
okay.
don't think you guys could cover anywhere near their receivers.
Well, tell me what you're betting, and we'll bet a quarter of that, and just cash at me the money as soon as we agree to the bet.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna throw like 100 on the Dolphins to cover the spread.
Yeah, who's
Send me $25 right now. If I'm wrong, I'll send it back. You'll never see that money again.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Send it to me.
All right. That being said, who do you got between Tennessee and Houston there, Richard?
I got Tennessee.
Okay. I took Tennessee as well.
And well, you want Tennessee. You want Tennessee to win, really. for the Lions' sake.
Right.
No, we want Houston to finish with one more win than us, and then give us 6 extra draft picks so they can move up one spot and enjoy CJ
I
Stroud.
don't think they'll get it though.
And you have Malik. Oh no.
Oh, they already have the tie, so I'm not worried about it. Houston doesn't have to do anything.
They're both just gonna lose out.
Washington at Indy. Who you got, Richard?
I got Washington. I'm surprised.
Boston?
I'm surprised the Colts are favored. Really, I mean, it's in Indy.
Right. Washington at Indy. Who you got? Washington. Got it.
Got
All right.
The Redskins.
Okay.
Washington.
The Foreskins. Let's get it right. But anyways, Jordan, who you got? Washington or the Colts?
Oh.
The team that has a Texas quarterback starting.
That'd be Washington, right?
No, that would be Indy.
Oh, that'd be solid. That's right, because Sam Eilinger is starting. Jacob?
I'll take Washington.
Yep.
Washington? Shannon?
Yeah, the Foreskins.
Dow?
Again, race to 13.
Who you got?
Wait, is Wentz still hurt, or did he just get benched?
Wentz got benched.
So it's Heineke. I'll take Washington only because Heineke's got more starts than Ellinger.
Right.
And he was started for a whole year, had a winning record, got to the playoffs. Washington, because the guy that got shot in the offseason is now the number 1 back, and I have Antonio Gibson on 3 fantasy teams. So Washington. Foreskins.
Okay.
Foreskin for the win.
Okay. Leonard.
They suck, both of them. Washington just by default of being in the NFC East.
Can we get that game flexed to primetime just so we can keep seeing shitty primetime games? I like the consistency.
All right, and then we got San Francisco at L.A. Leonard?
What's LA?
Doesn't matter. They both
It
suck.
doesn't matter. San
It
Francisco.
doesn't matter. They both suck.
Rams, because the Chargers got the bye week.
Yeah, they both.
Oh, wait, who, me? Frisco.
Frisco.
Tried to drink my sippy cup
Okay,
drink
Shannon.
and the lid wasn't open. See it?
Come on, say it.
There's a
Bang,
lid.
bang, Sanders gang. Do it.
Tried to take a sip like
Lion
was
Kings
closed.
said this.
I'm like, wait, how does this work?
Looking, I thought we had the Bears twice and Panthers, but we may lose all 3, man. Lion King, I keep telling myself it's only a game, but be in a bad mood all week. Help. I don't know how to get out of the bad mood other than saying it was a rebuild and we're working on it.
I get over it by like Friday night.
I got over it after I wrote my 2 articles.
I went to bed. Well, here's the thing. Shitty primetime games, it's actually great because I know I can go to bed early on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday.
Hi, Brian Roy.
It's a fucking thing.
Yep. So, that being said, San Francisco and LA. Shannon, who you got?
The 40 whiners.
40 whiners.
Say it. Bang, bang, Niner Day.
Jacob.
We are undefeated against the Rams in the regular season, so give me the Niners.
Yep. Jordan.
49ers.
Richard. I think he's froze. He hasn't moved for a minute.
You know, the best thing is everyone picked the Niners, and that's great because that draft pick just moves up.
Yep.
Maybe this is the year.
I got San Francisco as well.
What if we win 5 games and the Rams win 4?
I'm going to skip to the Monday night game because I want to save a couple games for last. Brian Roy says, sorry I'm late, and he chose the Rams. He's the only one that chose the Rams.
Oh, Ram Island.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to skip to the Monday night. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're going to be going the Sunday night game. Green Bay at Buffalo. Anybody choosing Green Bay?
Just kidding.
Fuck the Packers. It's Buffalo all the way on that one.
Rodgers is going to retire.
Yeah.
Moonwalking into retirement, just like Tom Brady.
Bills are 12.5-point favorites. I think it's going to be more like 25 by the end of the week.
Yeah, take that 12.5 now.
And Brian Roy says, fuck Green Bay.
Lion King.
Thoughts on this week's Lions game? Any hope for an upset? We're going to get into that shortly. Lion King.
Always a hope.
None.
All right, next up in the Sunday afternoon game, it's the New York Giants at Geno Smith's house.
Oh, regular season game, too. You get to lose twice, Leonard. I love that for you.
Hey, Dom.
Richard Tunney's back, I think.
It's, you know what? It's not going to be because of Geno Smith.
Who do you got between San Francisco and... Oh, he left again. Never mind. Okay. So, Jordan. New York Giants or Seattle? Giants. Jacob?
Giants, because fuck them sea chickens.
Shannon?
Yeah, the Giants.
Giants.
Now we're going to fucking lose. Thanks, guys.
Dom?
Seahawks. Kenneth Walker. Not Geno Smith. Kenneth Walker.
Richard, who'd you have on that last one? Green Bay and Buffalo? You're having connection issues still, buddy.
Leonard, I need that same Seahawks strip with a Kenneth Walker autograph.
Okay,
I don't care.
I know who you're choosing because you love him so much. You're choosing Geno Smith and the Sea Chickens, right, Leonard?
Fuck Geno Smith.
No, yeah, sure. Say that. He won't be a factor. Kenneth Walker.
Dude, I don't. You know what?
Hey, at least you lost to the best.
Plus running yards a game. Our coach knows how to make freaking adjustments in the second
You
half.
say that now.
Better than him.
Do you want to make another bet?
Yeah.
You want to make a bet on the over/under for rushing yards for Kenneth Walker? I'll take the over.
He'll take the over.
Yeah.
What's the over?
Unless it's like 110. He's going to get 110.
All right.
Hold on. We're going to check right now. Let's pull it up here. Giants.
It ain't over 110. I can promise you that.
It's not.
Okay, let's see if Richard
110.
can get in again.
If he gets 14 carries, he'll get 100.
Okay, who'd you have in that game for Green Bay versus Buffalo? Richard?
This man's internet is inside of a can of beans.
He got McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I'm telling you, it's like Kirk Cousins' prime time Wi-Fi.
Oh my gosh. He wouldn't even be on the screen at all. I mean, he'd pop in for like a second and be gone for 10 minutes.
More like Dak Prescott
I
in the playoffs
did
Wi-Fi.
skip one that I have to talk to Tunney here on the next one. But that's, you said, Is anybody picking the Sea Chickens?
Me.
Only Dom. Dom's
Okay.
And you too, Leonard. Bet on them.
I can't, man.
Yes, you can.
I chose the Giants as well. Let's see. And then we got
All right.
Arizona at Minnesota. Who you got? Leonard?
Minnesota.
Dom?
Minnesota, because it's at home. It'll be close.
Shannon?
Yeah, Vikings.
Jacob?
Soda.
Jordan?
Vikings.
Richard?
He's going to go against his own team and pick Arizona.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You should.
Since he can't answer, I'm going to say it for him. Arizona Cardinals.
DeAndre Hopkins is back. I don't know. Is he getting flexed to prime time?
I don't know. No, it's a 1 o'clock game. So Minnesota should win. That being said, next up, what was that? Oh, yeah, Monday Night Football, Cincinnati at Cleveland. Who you got, Leonard? Oh, he's muted right now. So, Dom, who you got?
At Cleveland?
Yeah.
Cincy in a close one. Like, Cleveland's a mess. Nick Chubb will just do what he does every week. 14 carries, 130 yards, but they still lose. Cincinnati's defense is decent. Their O-line is not as bad as I thought. But, I mean, it's Jacoby Brissett. Poor Nick Chubb. Get this man out of there.
Yeah.
Maybe in a Honolulu Blue uniform. I would take Kareem Hunt.
Okay. Jacob, who you got?
Bengals.
Jordan?
The Browns. The Bengals have not won 3 games in a row under Zach Taylor in his tenure. So
Ooh, good factoid.
Oh, you want to know another factoid? Bengals haven't won in Cleveland with Zach Taylor.
They haven't won in Cleveland in like 6
Well,
years.
Baker Mayfield is gone. You've got you've got a quarterback named after a kind of meat. And what's their record with that defense and that offensive line and those running backs? The quarterback shouldn't matter.
I understand. That being said, I chose Cincinnati to win, even though I knew all that shit. And last but not least, Shannon, who you got?
It looks good on you.
No
Better
surprise.
than on me, and it looks good on me.
The Bengals.
All right. And last but not least of all the games, it's Miami versus Detroit.
Last and least.
No. It is not last and least because Miami's in it. The least game is the Jags and the Broncos because the Broncos are in it.
Hello there, John Robinson.
That's why it's in England.
Okay. Who you got, Jordan?
Switching every Broncos game to England from now on.
Let's finish this show. Jordan, who you got, Miami or Lions?
I'm sorry.
I want the Lions to win, but I don't think I can pick them against Miami. I don't see them stopping Hill and Waddle. So I got Dolphins.
All right. Jacob?
Dolphins.
Shannon?
Yeah, the Dolphins.
Dom?
It's one of them pick 'ems, and our defense is just, like 13% more healthy? I mean, I've been going homer for a while, but I'm not that far off on record, but somehow, some way, this is one of Dan Campbell's 6 wins. There's no reason. I mean, we probably won't beat them, but we should be able to. Lions, if it's not close.
All right. Leonard?
Blowout for the Dolphins.
Got the Dolphins?
Dolphins will blowout.
We're not getting blown out.
Much I hate to say it, I think they win a close one. I'm not feeling it this week. Miami.
I'm just going fucking soul man and picking the Lions every week until we win.
All right, Andrew. Nice of you to join the show.
I'm back.
I guess the good thing is you'll eventually be right.
I mean, if we're keeping Dan Campbell, this is what Sheila said. Wouldn't you feel better about going into next season with 5 wins instead of 2, 3?
I think we can win. Whether we will or not is another story.
It's a close game. Like I said, Lions if it's not close. For 2 years, I'm like, we're not winning close games. We're not good. We're not even average. Silence the crowd. A hush falls over the crowd.
I think
nice. Back.
If we get the guys back that we need as far as the offensive weapons we were missing the last couple of weeks, like DeAndre Swift, if Amon-Ra is back,
Swift's probably going to play, right?
Amon-Ra passed concussion protocol.
He's going to play.
But he was limited in practice today. Swift was a full go.
Awesome.
Sweet. DeAndre Swift for 8 carries, 2 catches, then he gets hurt again. Can't wait.
Come on, man. I'm trying not to be a fucking downer all the time, so stop just throwing it out there because it's really hard for me, man.
I'm not trying to be a downer either. I'm being realistic. Why do you think Nick Chubb keeps getting hurt? Because Georgia running backs can't take that load.
That being said.
That sounded so gay. No homo. But they can't.
Can't carry the load.
They can't take the load. Not carry. It can't take the load.
Can't carry nor take. Either one I'd be okay with. Neither.
I was like,
Didn't we draft someone else instead of Nick Chubb?
Do Georgia running backs have to learn to spit?
Who was the last really good one that was a horse? Terrell Davis?
Oh,
yeah.
Miss Gary before we got him?
Garrison Hurst.
Yep.
Oh, sometimes I forget about Garrison Hurst. Love Garrison Hurst.
If we have our weapons back, we have a good shot at it because that's when our offense was good. But if our weapons aren't back, I don't see it.
I fear no Tua. The question is, can O'Reilly do anything against Waddle? I think he can.
He actually did okay versus CD.
I can't wait to watch Akuda on Tyreek Hill. Can't wait. This is a great test.
It is a great test.
But But I have 30% more faith in our pass rush.
Me neither, because
my draft show starts next week on Thursday, Lion King. Make sure you tune in. Thursday nights, 9 p.m.
Let's go.
Who's interested in being on that? Just overall college talk. I got a guy named Lawrence who's a Browns fan that studies a lot of the college football. He's going to be with me. Dom, are you in?
I refuse to talk about the draft until Thanksgiving. I don't care if we don't win a game between now and then.
Well, the only reason why we're doing it is that...
I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again.
Wait.
Yes, you are.
Dom, listen. The only reason why we're starting now is because this is when...
It's because we have one win?
No! You won't let me finish talking, dude.
I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's when the first college football playoff rankings come out. Week 9.
I don't want to talk about the draft till after. Wait, you said Thursday, right?
Next week on Thursday.
Well, I'll be on the Thursday on Thanksgiving if you have a show. You won't. But if you want to, I'll be on after I have my turkey.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the draft till after I have turkey.
All right. Fine.
So go to the grocery store next Thursday morning and buy a slab.
Get some cold cuts.
Go to Subway and get a turkey sub.
Yep.
Let me split the difference. If we don't win a game this week or next week, I'll be on the third one.
Okay.
I don't.
Fair enough.
And tell everyone to stop messaging.
Hey, look, you got a fan. He goes, "Come on, Dom, do the draft."
Mock draft. Tell people to stop messaging me their mock drafts.
Oh, I'm going to start messaging mine now. I'm going to do one now.
I will drive to.
I just started doing
I will
them last
drive
night.
to the great state of Pennsylvania and fist fight you.
Everybody
I will
doing
have my
mock
15-year-old daughter whoop your ass.
Send it to Dom.
I will slap a woman. If she hits me
Everybody doing.
like a dude hit me, I'm hitting her back.
By the way, I did one last night, and I did take the trade from the Panthers from
Stop.
3 up to 1, and ended up getting Will Levis and
American coffee. I'm in. Tell me more.
Noah and Sewell.
She's gonna take the trade.
Mayo and coffee.
Bryce
I'm
Young's
in. Tim
Young
Couch,
falls.
let's go.
That being said, it's time to pay the bills and talk about my sponsors. The first one I'm going to talk about is Mad Lab Custom Creations. Dan Leonard's baby on Facebook here. He does custom signings, custom paint jobs on your sign mini and full-size helmets. He also does brakes, allowing you to get your own collection started at a fraction of the price you'd pay for it at the store. Check it out. Go to Facebook and join his group.
99% off on all Kenny Galladay autographed items.
Yeah, nobody's gonna buy that shit.
I wouldn't take it as a gift.
Listen, like for real, if you can like have someone follow him into the sewers where he's hiding and get him to autograph a helmet and paint it up like the NIU helmet, I'll buy that.
It is next Thursday, week 9, the start of week 9. I'm doing the show on Thursdays.
Make Kenny great again. Listen,
have him go back to college.
Everyone I talk to says he's going to get traded and his career is going to be revived for 5 games. Then he'll get hurt.
I hope so. I hope he gets traded so we lose.
Lion King, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want a QB with the first pick. I want either Will Anderson or Jalen Carter.
I want us to trade whatever that pick is. Someone else gets one of those shitty quarterbacks.
So?
Sure.
Swear to God, if we take a quarterback, I don't care who it is.
Let Shannon
I'm going Lions free for 1 year. I'm a Vegas fan until
Jared
further
Goff
notice.
Is not as bad as a quarterback as people keep it out to be.
No, he's not bad. He was playing over his head. He had what? 3, 4, 3.5, 3 really good games, and a game and a really bad game. But I was just waiting for the baby hands fumbles, and then Jamal Williams fumbled for the first time in his career.
Twice.
And the defense played really good.
Twice. He fumbled before that, but we recovered it.
Yeah. It's my fault.
Not only he fumbled at the 1 yard line.
I mean, it could be worse. We could have Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi.
I mean, look at when we had all the offensive weapons healthy.
Ooh, I mean, he needs, and it's not just the O-line. He needs
everything.
A perfect situation. I mean, he would have won a Super Bowl if Todd Gurley was healthy.
That's because Todd Gurley was that fucking offense.
He was. I knew right when they lost, or right when they won that game, I'm like, fuck. Patriots won another one. So I'm like, it's Jared Goff, it's Tom Brady, it's Sean McVay, it's Bill Belichick, and that the Rams defense was not good.
Yeah, Vic Lester, I know it was a sad one for you to go see. He was there at the Cowboys.
Yeah. Jacob Dunn has something to say. He's raising his hand.
Okay, Jacob, go ahead.
His hand.
Jeremy,
he's on camera and he's got something to say.
Hey, I let him talk then.
I'm gonna.
I know last week we did our show on Wednesday, and this trade happened Thursday. What are your thoughts on the Christian McCaffrey trade?
I hope he stays healthy for you. I don't expect it because it's like you guys are a meat grinder to running backs, and every time you turn around, one gets hurt, and he's one that's been hurt.
Right.
I like the fact he has an option to keep Debo out of the backfield as much. Oh, I thought somebody. Okay, to keep Debo out of the backfield as much. But that being said, I don't know if he lasts more than 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest on how I feel about it. I think it's a good pickup because he is that scat back type of player. He can receive out of the backfield, and that's going to take some of the pressure off of Debo to do everything.
You took all the words out of my mouth, Jeremy. Like you can't keep a running back healthy, and then you give up big assets for a running back that can't stay healthy. But it helps Debo.
If he stays healthy, I think we can make some noise in the NFC.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If
you should win that division.
You are winning the division. So
the Rams,
or is it Seahawks at first
now? We haven't even. The Cardinals are under 500, and we haven't even got to late season Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury.
Right.
The Seahawks, I mean, it's Geno Smith.
Oh, wait. What comes out Thursday? The full release of Modern Warfare.
Nerd.
And what has
Cardinals are screwed.
Nobody.
I mean, San Francisco should and will win that division with 9 wins.
9 to 10 wins. That's what I see.
Like blessing in disguise. Like, oh, we're benching Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh wait, here's the most money ever for a backup, and then Trey Lance gets hurt. Coincidence? I think it's nada.
I expected it. Trey Lance didn't look good when he did start, and I said all along they weren't going to trade him because they needed him.
Wait, hang on. I'll tell you what it comes down to.
Right,
it's a good thing they didn't trade him.
10, 11.
Trey Lance for Mac Jones.
Hell no.
It's going to come down to Niners play the Raiders.
I wouldn't trade Brian Hoyer for Trey Lance.
I mean, he was raw, but like behind that O-line with that defense, like it shouldn't really matter. Like Garoppolo has a fantastic regular season win percentage, and he the team around him, like he doesn't lose games really ever. And he might win, like his whole career, he's 2-0 versus games he won you versus games he lost you.
There's definitely some stuff that needs to be worked on. I think Trey Lance needs to learn how to QB slide. You saw him at week 2. He kept running through the defenders.
Yep.
This man's so calm because his team's never that bad.
See what Lamar Jackson did to people?
2 Super Bowl losses, 3 NFC Championship losses.
Jim Harbaugh.
Are they going?
Can you put in the call?
It looks like the guy that's hitting the trade block is Michael Brockers, according to one report I saw, and I can't say it's happening soon enough.
Fuck. Give us anything. Anything.
A bag of chips, a fountain soda, and a water boy.
No, just pay the rest of his salary.
That too.
We don't have to get it. You can give me a case of Flint water from the tap.
Damn.
To get rid of that salary, I will risk whatever that does. I will drink every bottle back to back.
What are you guys talking about?
Said something about beers, Jeremy and Dom. Michael Brockers. Trading Michael Brockers. No, just cut him. Or trade him.
He said he's killing trivia, need to practice shotgunning beers. Looking at you, Jeremy and Dom, is what he said. DC, that's great. Get rid of Brockers. He's useless. He's as useless as tits on a boar hog.
Screen door in a battleship.
That too. Or a submarine.
Is this dude a rookie? Because I never heard of him.
Brockers? No, he's our veteran presence. He was the guy next to Aaron Donald on those good Rams teams that Brad Holmes thought was good. He looked good next to the best defensive tackle / end for the last 7-8 years.
Okay, Jacob, I seen you said you got to go. Yep. That being said, the other thing I got to talk about for my sponsors is A1 Tire and Auto Repair. 3 locations serve you in Calcallan, Bay City, and Saginaw, where I work. Great used tires at a great price. This has been Kneecap Biting with Smokin' Jeremy B. If you two want to stay on and talk a little bit after, we can. But it's been a great show. Dom, your final thoughts tonight?
Mayo in my coffee. Tim Couch. Let's go.
Friday, shotgun beer practice, men. Yeah, 24 million of fat is what he said about Brockers. You have any final thoughts there, Jordan?
No, just Dan Campbell learned. Hopefully, he learned his lesson not to go 0 for 6 on 4th down.
Yeah, he didn't do that last week. Hallelujah.
Oh, look, you have a kicker.
Yeah, that's right. And he used them.
So we would have lost, what, 20-something to 6 instead of 0?
Right.
Didn't he kick a 50-yarder last week or something like that?
Yeah, he kicked a 50-yarder and a 42-yarder.
Yeah.
Oh, he kicked a pretty long one.
That being said, this has been Kneecap Biting with Smokin' Jeremy B. And my final thoughts is the same one I say every week. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. It's the only way to make the world a better place because it starts from within. Thank you for watching and have a great evening.